Planets don't orbit the sun. We all were taught wrong in schools that planets orbit the sun. If planets don't orbit the sun, then what thing they orbit? So let's find it out. In every solar system, planets don't orbit their host star. We all were taught wrong in schools. Technically, planets orbit the barycenter. Now you are thinking, what is barycenter? In order to understand what is barycenter, first we have to understand the center of mass. Center of mass is defined as the point from which the whole object can be balanced. In case of scale, it is the midpoint of the scale. In uniform objects, center of mass is at the center of object. Barycenter is a common center of mass of two objects. Barycenter is always located near to the massive object. For example, if both the objects have same mass, then the barycenter is at the midpoint. As the mass of object A decreases, the barycenter shifts towards massive object B. Barycenter is not fixed point. It changes depending on the position of planet. Till now, if you don't understood what is barycenter, then consider two balls, join them with a stick and try to balance it. The point from where the balls will balance is called barycenter. The location of barycenter will depend on the masses of the balls. In our solar system, only the barycenter of Jupiter and Sun is outside the Sun's surface. Other planets' barycenter is inside the Sun. The barycenter of Jupiter is outside the Sun because it is the largest planet and orbits the Sun at a suitable distance. If two objects of same mass orbit each other, then the barycenter is at the center of the object. If two objects of small difference in mass orbit each other, then the barycenter is located towards the massive object. Example, Pluto-Charon system. If two objects of major difference in mass orbit each other, then the barycenter is slightly located inside the massive object. Example, Earth-Moon system. If two objects of extreme difference in mass orbit each other, then the barycenter is located largely inside the massive object. In every solar system, planets don't orbit their host star, but technically planets and their host star orbit the barycenter. Share with your friends and family members and tell them they were taught wrong in schools that planets orbit the sun, but technically sun and planets orbit their barycenter.